So this shloka from Subhashitam talks about offering flowers to Vishnu, and there are 8 flowers that are very dear to Vishnu. The shloka goes like this: Ahimsa pradamam pushpam, pushpam indriya nigraha, sarvabhuta daya pushpam, kshama pushpam visheshataha, jnana pushpam tapa pushpam, shanti pushpam tadhaivacha, satyam ashtavidam pushpoho Vishnu Preetikaram Bhavet. So it says there are 8 flowers that are very dear to Vishnu. When we offer flowers to Vishnu, when we do archanam or worship of Vishnu, we generally offer different kinds of flowers: rose flowers, jasmine, marigold, carnation, or different types of flowers. But most of these flowers, they are contaminated. They are artificially made. Some of these flowers that we get in America, they even inject artificial colors. So the color that you see, it may not be real. It may be artificial color. The way we grow these flowers, the way we offer them, it's all contaminated. So the offering of the actual flower, the physical flower, is not so important. But the offering of these 8 flowers in the form of good qualities, these are very dear to Vishnu. What is the first pushpam? Ahimsa pradamam pushpam. Non-violence. Non-violence is the first pushpam that is very dear to Vishnu. Pushpam indriya nigraha. Second one is indriya nigraha. Sense control is the second one. Sarvabhuta daya pushpam. That's the third one. Sarvabhuta daya. Compassion on all the living entities. Not only human beings, but animals, trees, insects, everything. Sarvabhuta daya pushpam. That's why the devotees who are practicing bhakti yoga, we should not kill any living entity. Even if it is a small mosquito that's bothering you, or an ant that's coming into your kitchen, or a cockroach, a lizard, any bug that you see in the house. The general practice in India is, when you see mosquito, what do? What do you do when you do mosquitoes? When you see mosquitoes in India?
The mosquito bats are there.
Yeah.
You just clap your hands, and the mosquito is gone. Or there are bats, right? Electric bats. So you just play some shuttle for some time, and then all the mosquitoes will be killed. So we should not do these things. Killing cockroach, all these things, we should not do it. So that is Sarvabhuta Daya Pushpam. We may think that, it's only an insignificant ant or insignificant mosquito. It's a small living entity, very insignificant. So what's the problem if I kill that? No. It may be insignificant to us, but for the mosquito itself, her life or his life is very, very significant.
But Prabhuji,
Yeah.
if we not do that, it will bite us, no? So we'll get some fever or something is there, no? So how can we take that one?
You can take some precautions. The best thing is, for example, mosquitoes. Even when you are in India, right? You can apply neem oil on your body, or you can eat 2-3 neem leaves. You can eat 2-3 neem leaves, so that when there are a lot of mosquitoes around, they won't bite you. Because when you eat 2-3 neem leaves, the blood will have some bitter smell. which the mosquitoes will not like it and they will not bite you.
Okay, what about if snake came in front of us? So
Yeah,
how
snake you can kill. The Shastra, see, there are 5 things the Shastra gives license to kill.
Okay.
One is fire. If there is fire, you can extinguish. Snake, you can kill it. Doubt in the mind, you should kill it immediately by getting clarification. By getting your doubt answered, you should kill the doubt. Okay? And aggressors means people who commit abominable mistakes, like somebody kidnapping kidnapping the wife of a man, or somebody stealing one's own property, somebody trying to poison somebody to kill them in an effort to kill them. So these are called aggressors, atatai. We saw this shloka in Bhagavad Gita chapter 2. Arjuna mentions this, that the Kauravas are standing against me to fight, standing against me to fight with me, but they are all, we can consider them as aggressors because they stole our property. They have even tried to poison the Pandavas to kill them. They insulted the Pandavas' wife Draupadi. They did all kinds of abominable activities. But again, Arjuna says that if the aggressors are our own family members, we should not kill them. They are our relatives, we should not kill them. Okay, so that's another category, aggressors. So fire, snake, doubt, these aggressors. What's the 5th one?
Fire, you told, Prabhuji.
Yeah, fire I told. Fire, snake, doubt, aggressors. There's a 5th one. Anyway, I'll tell you later.
Prabhuji, one quick question. Like trees also, when it is become long at our house, so trees is also have a living entity, right, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
So cutting of trees is also not good.
You should not, generally you should try not to uproot the tree. Uproot means destroy the tree.
Uproot branches we can cut.
Branches you can cut. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Branches also only if it is necessary. If the branches are falling on your house, or if they are causing
Damage.
some damage, then you can cut down. Otherwise, try not to do that also.
Means grass will be there. It will be like now we are cutting in every 2 weeks. Prabhuji.
Grass?
Yes. That is very questionable kind of how to do, because we have done just now all the things, and every 2 weeks it is growing and
so grass, see, you're not uprooting the grass. You're only cutting, you're only cutting the grass.
Leveling the things.
Leveling it. Yeah. So it's okay. Yeah. I mean, if you speak from Shastra standpoint, we should not even do that. We should not even. Actually, there's no point in growing grass in the home. Rather we should just have pavers or some concrete, or even put artificial grass.
Okay.
Okay. So, I mean, last week only I put artificial grass in front of my home.
It's okay. We thought, why to be artificial? It is like natural. We can sit.
Yeah.
That's why we put grass. Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So, yeah, going back to our original topic, right? Ahimsa, sarvabhuta dayā pushpam. And then kshama pushpam visheshataha. Kshama is tolerance, orpu, tolerance. So we discussed this topic of tolerance in great length in our Bhagavad Gita class. Those who have attended this, you all learned some tips how to practice tolerance. If you missed that class by any chance, it's available in my YouTube channel. You can search for tolerance in my YouTube channel. You can find that lecture. Next one is Jnana Pushpam, the flower of knowledge. Cultivate spiritual knowledge. Cultivate knowledge about God. Cultivate knowledge about the soul. Knowledge of relationship between Jiva and Bhagavan. Okay, that is Jnana Pushpam. Next, Tapa Pushpam, austerity, the flower of austerity, like following Ekadashi Vrata. Coming Sunday, that's Ekadashi. So you follow some austerities on that day. Or living a simple life is an austerity. Not buying too many saris, too many jewelry, or men try not buying too many clothes not needed. Just leading a simple life, not buying too many gadgets. So this is austerity. Shanti Pushpam. I mean, austerity, it has three types of austerities. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, Krishna talks about three types of austerities. Austerity of body, mind, and speech. Austerity of body, mind, and speech. For example, austerity of speech. What is the meaning of austerity of speech? Austerity of speech means speaking only those words that are pleasing to others. Speaking only those words that are pleasing to others. We should only speak those words that are pleasing to others, and also we should speak in such a way that whatever message we are conveying, it should be pleasing to the other person. Even if we have to tell some truth, harsh truth, convey the truth in a pleasing way. Generally, truth is very harsh. It's like fire. Truth is like fire, right? But such a harsh truth also can be conveyed in pleasing words. We should never agitate the other person. With our behavior, with our words, we should never agitate. We should never speak in high volume. We should speak in soft voice, low volume. So this is austerity of speech. This is one level of austerity of speech. Another level of austerity of speech is speaking only Krishna Katha. Speaking only Krishna Katha. Maunam sarvartha sadhanam. Maunam sarvartha sadhanam. We should remain silent. Silence is golden. That doesn't mean we should just zip our mouth and just sit silent. Silence is golden means we should not speak unnecessary topics. We should only speak Krishna Katha. We should remain silent about other topics, other nonsensical topics, and we should be vocal about Krishna Katha. We should not unnecessarily talk about politics, news, gossips, all these things. This person did this, this person said this, that person did like this, that person bought this. This is all useless. We should only speak Krishna Katha. If we don't speak Krishna Katha, we will end up speaking all these nonsensical topics. That's why you will see even within ISKCON temples or even in many temples, you will not see devotees speaking Krishna Katha, unfortunately. We expect, when we go to temple, we expect devotees to speak Krishna Katha, but as you get involved more and more, you will notice these things. Unfortunately, devotees, they are not cultivating the habit of hearing Krishna Katha, speaking Krishna Katha, reading Krishna Katha. They are not cultivating this habit. So if you don't cultivate this habit, what are you going to do? You're going to speak all unnecessary topics. So that should be avoided. That is austerity of speech. Austerity of speech, body, and mind. I mean, it's the topic itself is a separate topic. We are not going to go there, but that's another pushpam, tapa pushpam, austerity. Shanti pushpam, peaceful. Being peaceful is a good quality of a devotee. Because without peace, you cannot have happiness. If you are restless all the time, if you are doing too many things, if you are if you're always busy doing too many things and restless, you will not be peaceful. And without peace, there's no happiness. That's why one must learn to be peaceful. Shanti pushpam tathaivacha satyam. The last one is satyam, truth. Speak only truth. Satyam ashtavidam pushpoho. Vishnu pritikaram bhavet. Ahimsa pradamam pushpam indriya nigraha. Sarva bhuta daya pushpam kshama pushpam visheshatah. Jnana pushpam tapa pushpam shanti pushpam tadhaivacha. Satyam ashtavidham pushpoho. Vishnu pritikaram bhavet. So this is about offering beautiful flowers to Vishnu. These are the flowers that are dear to Vishnu. Because we are talking about Mukunda-Mālā, which is full of flowers. The flower of bhakti. And what exactly is bhakti? Bhakti is nothing but encompassment of devotional qualities like compassion, speaking truth, austerity, knowledge, jnanam. All the eight different flowers that we spoke about.
Okay, quick question. In bhakti, what root word it came, Prabhuji? And what exactly the mean, what is the root word for bhakti, Prabhuji?
Root word for bhakti. Okay, I have to research. I'll tell that tomorrow.
Okay, Prabhuji. Yeah, Prabhuji. And one quick question, like a stotram antunar kada, Prabhuji, sometime astakam. So poet will be writing like what sometimes the poet will write astak, like Damodaram Ashtakam.
Yeah.
So what exactly the poet has means like mood of doing that, Prabhuji? In that way they will write.
Ashtakam means eight shlokas.
Yeah, Ashtakam means 8.
Yeah.
Like the 8 verses will be there, Prabhuji, right? So what is the like a poet mood will be there for writing stotram and for Astakam, Prabhuji?
No, both are same. Ashtakam, stotram, both are, some shlokas glorifying the Lord and offering some prayer to the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
If that stotram has only 8 shlokas, it's called Ashtakam.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, we call it as stotram.
Okay.
Vishnu Sahasranama Stotram.
Mukunda-Mālā
Stotram. Krishnashtakam has 8 shlokas. That's why we call it as Ashtakam. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
But Ashtakam, why only 8? Why not 9? Why not 7? Or 3 or 4? That has something to do with the Ashta Gopis of Krishna.
Okay.
There are 8 gopis which are very dear to Radharani and Krishna also. Okay, 8 gopis, and then Krishna has Ashtabharyas, Rukmini, Satyabhama, Jambavati.
He born on Ashtami Tithi only. He born on Ashtami Tithi only.
Krishna was born on Ashtami Tithi.
And Om Namo Narayanaya has 8 syllables.
Yeah. Ashtakshari mantra, right? Ashtakshari mantra.
Yes, sir.
So this 8 has a very significance. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. And yeah. So with that, I just wanted.
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah. What is the difference between stotra and prayers? Is it like prayers are categorized like Kunti prayers and Brahma Stuti, like that? And what is the difference basically? Maybe Stuti,
They're same.
stotra,
Prayer is an English word.
prayer.
Prayer is an English word. Stotram is a Sanskrit word.
Okay.
So in a stotram comes from the root word stuti. Stuti means
Okay.
to glorify.
So can we say all are synonyms?
Yeah, they're all synonyms.
Okay.
In fact, for Kunti prayers, we call it as Kunti Stuti.
Okay.
Bhishma prayers, Bhishma Stuti. Gajendra
Bhishma
prayers, Gajendra Stuti.
Okay.
Stuti, Stotram, they are again same.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Actually,
Sloka means very small, 2-liner or whatever, 4-liner is it, Prabhuji?
yeah, shloka is one stanza.
Okay.
Shloka is one stanza within that stotram. Actually, in Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, this stotra sahityam, there is something called as stotra sahityam. That's a very prominent one. It's not as prominent in other sampradayas, like Gaudiya Sampradaya. You have bhajans, kirtans, which are also kind of stotrams. But in Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, this concept of stotram is of high importance. There is a great literature of stotrams. There are many stotrams in Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya than in other sampradayas. All the alvars, they have composed lot many stotrams. Okay. So let's come back to our actual topic, Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. So Shyamala, now are you ready to recite, or you want to do it in the end?
Yes, Prabhuji, I can recite.
You can recite now, right? Okay. So let's recite 10 shlokas and then some discussion. Okay. By the way, thank you for turning on the video. Yeah. Okay. गुष्यते यस्य नगरे रङ्गयात्रा दिने दिने तमहं शिरसा वन्दे राजानां कुलशेखरम्
गुष्यते यस्य नगरे रङ्गयात्रा दिने दिने तमहं शिरसा वन्दे राजानां कुलशेखरम्
श्रीवल्लभेति वरदेति दया-परेति भक्ता-प्रियेति बहवलुं हना-कोविदेति
श्री-वल्लभेति वरा-देति दया-परेति भक्ता-प्रियति
बहवलुं
हना-कोविदेति
नाथेति नागा-śayaneti jagan-nivāsety ālāpinam prati-dinam kuru Mukunda
नाथेति नागा-śayaneti jagan-nivāsety ālāpinam prati-dinam
कुरु मे मुकुन्द
Mukunda.
जयतु जयतु देवो देवकी नन्दनोऽयं जयतु कृष्णो वृष्णिवंशप्रदीपः
जयतु
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 देवो
देवो
देवकी नन्दनोऽयम्
देवकीनन्दनोऽयम्
जयतु जयतु कृष्णो वृषणीवंश प्रदीपा
जयतु जयतु मेघश्यामलकोमलाङ्गो जयतु जयतु पृथ्वीभारनाशो मुकुन्दः
जयतु जयतु मेघो श्यामला कोमलाङ्गो
मेघश्यामलकोमलाङ्गो
जयतु
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 पृथ्वी
पृथ्वी
वारणासो मुकुन्द
मुकुन्दमूर्ध्ना प्रणिपत्य याचे भवन्तमेकान्तमियन्तमर्थम्
मुकुन्द मृदना परिपत्ये
प्रणिपत्याचे
च भवन्तम्
भवन्तमियन्तमर्थम्
एकमर्थम्
अविस्मृतिस्त्वच्चरणारविन्दे भवे भवे मेस्तु भवत्प्रसादात्
अविस्मृतिस्तव
चरणारविन्दे
भव भव
भवे
मेस्तु भवत्प्रसादात्
भवत्प्रसादात्
नाहं वन्दे तव चरणयोर्द्वन्द्वमद्वन्द्वहेतो
नाहं वन्दे तव चरणयोर्नमवेतो
कुम्भीपाकं गुरुमपि हरे नारकं नापनेतुम्
कुम्भीपाकं
पाकं
कुरुमपि
गुरुमपि
हरे
हरे
नारकं
नारकं नापनेतुम्
नापनेतम्
रम्या रामा मृदुतनुलता नन्दनेनापि रन्तुम्
रमया
रामा
राममृदुतनुलता
मृदुतनुलता नन्दनेनापि
नन्दनेनापि हन्तुम्
भावे भावे हृदयभवने भावयेयं भवन्तम्
भावे
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 हृदयभवने
हृदयभवने भावयेयं
भावयन्निनं
भवन्तम्
भवन्तम्
नाष्टाधर्मेण वसुनिचयेनैव कामोपभोगे
नास्ताधर्मिणा
धर्मेण
वसुनिचये
वैष्णुनिच्छे
नैव कामापभोगे
कामोपभोगे
यद्भाव्यं तद्भवतु भगवन् पूर्वकर्मानुरूपम्
यद्भावं
यद्भावं
तद्भवतु
तद्भवतु
भगवन्
भगवान्
पूर्वकामनुरूपम्
पूर्वकर्मानुरूपम्
एतत् प्रार्थ्यं मम बहुमतं जन्म जन्मान्तरेऽपि
एतत्
एतत्
प्रार्थ्यं
प्रार्थ्यं
मम
मम
बहुमतं
बहुमतं जन्म
जन्म
जन्मान्तरेऽपि
जन्मान्तरेऽपि
त्वत्पादाम्बोरुहयुगगता निश्चला भक्तिरस्तु
त्वत्पादाम्बोरुहुयुगगता
त्वत्पादम्भोरुहयगता
निश्चला
निश्चला भक्तिरस्तु
भक्तिरस्तु
दिवि वा भुवि वा ममास्तु वासो नरके वा नरकान्तकप्रकामम्
दिवि वा
दिवि
भुवि
वा
वा
भुवि वा
नमस्तु
ममास्तु
वासु
वासो
नरके वा
नरके वा
नारकन्तापरात्परम्
नरकान्तप्रकारं प्रकामम्
अवधीरितशारदारविन्दौ चरणौ ते मरणेऽपि चिन्तयामि
अवरीदिता सारदा
अवधीरितशारदारविन्दौ
चरणोति
चरणौ ते
मरणेऽपि
मरणेऽपि
चिन्तायामि
चिन्तयामि
चिन्तयामि हरिमेव सन्ततम् मन्दहासमुदिताननाम्बुजम्
चिन्तयामि
चिन्तयामि
हरिम्
हरिमेव
अविसन्ततम्
सन्ततम्
मन्दासामन्तन्यामि भुजम्
मन्दमन्दहसिताननाम्बुजनम्
नन्दगोपतनयं परात्परम् नारदादिमुनिवृन्दवन्दितम्
नन्दगोपतनयं
नन्दगोपातनयां
परात्परम्
परत्परम्
नारदादिमुनिवृन्दवन्दितम्
नारदादिमुनिवृन्दावन्दितम्
करचरणसरोजे कान्तिमन्नेत्रमीने श्रममुषिभुजवीची व्याकुले गाधमार्गे
करचरणसरोजि
करचरणसरोजे
कान्तिमन्नेत्रमानि
कान्तिमन्दिने
श्रममुषिभुजाविकी व्याकुलगदा मार्गे
मार्गे
हरिसरसि विगाह्य पीयतेजो जलौघम् भवमरुपरिखिन्नः क्लेशमध्य त्यजामि
Parisarasya vikhyapiyate jaugalam bhavimurparikana kesalam adhyajami.
Sarasi janayane sashankachakre murabhidhima viramasvachittarantum.
Sarasi janayane sasankachakre murabhidhima viramasvachittarantum.
Sukataram na jatu jane haricharana smaranamrutena tulyam.
Sukhataram aparam न चातु जाने हरिचरण स्मरणमृत्य तुल्यम.
माभिर्मन्दमनो विचिन्त्य बहुधा यामीश्वरं यातना.
माभिर्मन्दमनो विचिन्त्य बहुधा यामीश्वरं यातना.
नैवामी प्रभवन्ति पापरिपवा स्वामी ननु श्रीधरा.
नैमा प्रापवन्ति पापरिपवा स्वामी ननो श्रीधरा.
आलस्यं व्यपनीय भक्तिसुलभं ध्यायस्व नारायणम्.
आलस्यं वपनीय भक्तिसुलभं ध्यायस्य नारायणम्.
लोकस्य व्यसनापनो दनकरो दासस्य किं न क्षमः.
लोकस्य व्यसनापनो धनकरो दासस्य किं वादय.
कृष्णो रक्षतु नो जगत्त्रयगुरो कृष्णं नमध्वं सदा. कृष्णेनाखिल शत्रवो विनिहिता कृष्णाय तस्मै नमः. Where is this verse? One second, let me open this verse. Yes. Krishna rakshatu no jagattraya guru krishnam namadvam sada.
कृष्णो रक्षस्तनो नो जगत्त्रय गृहो कृष्णं सदा.
कृष्णेनाखिल शत्रवो विनिहिता कृष्णाय तस्मै नमः.
कृष्णेन किला शत्रो विनिहता कृष्णाय तस्मै नमः.
कृष्णादेव समुत्थितं जगदिदं कृष्णस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम्.
कृष्णादेव समुहितं जगतिदं कृष्णस्य दासोऽस्मि सदम्.
कृष्णे तिष्ठति विश्वमेतदखिलं हे कृष्ण रक्षस्व माम्.
कृष्णे तिष्ठति अखिलं हे कृष्ण रक्षस्व माम्.
Okay, good. So we were on the last line of the first shloka, right? Śrī-vallabheti vara-deti.
Third line, Prabhuji.
Huh?
Only 2 lines we finished, I think, Prabhuji.
Yeah, 2 lines we
Third.
finished. But the last line, ālāpinam prati-dinam kuruma mukunda, that's like self-explanatory. So
Okay.
Kulshekar Alvar is praying to Krishna to make him as the constant reciter of these names. Okay, so let's discuss the third line. So, śrī-vallabheti vara-deti dayā-pareti bhakta-priyeti bhava-lun hana-kovideti nātheti nāga-śayaneti jagan-nivāsa ālāpinam prati-dinam kuru Mukunda. O Mukunda, O my Lord, please let me become a constant reciter of your names, addressing you as Śrī-vallabha, vara-da, dayā-para, bhakta-priya, bhava-lun hana-kovideti, Nātha, jagan-nivāsa, and nāga-śayana. So we discussed 6 names so far, right? Śrī-vallabha, vara-da, dayā-para. 3 names in the first line. And second line has only 2 names. Bhakta-priya, bhava-lun hana-kovideti. So we discussed 5 names so far. 5 names out of 10. So now let's discuss the remaining 5. Nātha. Next one is Nātha. Nātha means the master. Nātha can also means husband. Nātha also means Lord, oh my Lord. Oh my Lord, oh my master. So we invoke this word Nātha when we are completely dependent on somebody. That's why you'll see some of the women, they call their husband as Nātha. It's not very common usage, but there are some women, I have seen some women, they call their husbands as Nātha. That means the wife is generally dependent on husband for physical protection as well as for emotional support, for everything, right? Wife is the woman is dependent on man. In the childhood, woman is dependent on the father. As the woman gets married, the woman is dependent on the husband. And in the old age, woman is dependent on children. But when woman is married, she comes out of her own home. She comes out of the home where she was raised, where she grew up for 20-30 years. She leaves the parents who have given birth to her and starts living with some unknown stranger. See how miraculous that is. How miraculous that is. And the woman does that, or the wife does that, because she is completely dependent. She has faith. She has complete faith on this new person that he is going to take care of me. He is my shelter. He is my pati. He is my gati. He is my husband. He is my shelter. He is my protection. So the woman has complete faith, trust. Woman is completely loyal to the husband. Just like that, all of us, we should have complete trust, faith on God. Complete trust that God will protect us. In Nectar of Devotion, there is a book called Nectar of Devotion, in which Rupa Goswami describes this concept of Sharanagati, taking complete shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. And Rupa Goswami describes 6 types of shelter, 6 types of Sharanagati. So one of the limbs or one of the aspects of Sharanagati is Vishwasa. Vishwasa means faith, confidence, trust that the other person is going to take care of me. The Supreme Lord is going to take care of me. That's why Nātha. Nātha. That's why we have different Nāthas in different parts of India. In the north, we have Badrinath. In the south, we have Ranganath.
Jagannath.
Jagannath, yeah.
In the east we have Jagannath. West, we have Dwarkanath. So all 4 directions we have Nāth.
Yeah,
Wherever you go.
Kedarnath also, no, Prabhuji. Kedarnath. Kedarnath.
Yeah, Kedarnath, Shiva, Lord Shiva.
And Srinath also I heard somewhere, Prabhuji. Srinath, Lord Srinath.
Srinath also, yeah. So wherever you go, there is some Nāth. That means protection is available. Wherever you go, the Lord is protecting you in some form or the other. Some people believe in Jagannath, some people believe in Ranganath, some people believe in Badrinath, Kedarnath, some people believe in Dwarkanath. So depending on your mood, depending on the type of worship that you do, the Lord is protecting you. Nātha. So why is Kulshekar Alvar invoking this Nātha, this name Nātha here? Because in the previous names, in the previous, just one before this that we discussed yesterday, bhava-lun hana-kovideti. Bhava-lun hana-kovideti means
Expert in stealing.
Expert in stealing an opportunity for taking another birth. Okay. Chauragraganyam purusham namami. Chauragraganyam purusham namami. I offer my obeisances to the master of all the thieves, the thief of all the thieves. Okay. Chauragraganyam purusham namami. So Krishna steals. Krishna is an expert who can steal our opportunity to take another birth. In simple words, Krishna stops this cycle of birth and death. And only he can do this. Only Vishnu can give liberation. If somebody goes to Lord Shiva and asks for liberation, or if somebody goes to Brahma and asks for liberation, they cannot give. Only Vishnu has to give liberation. Only Vishnu can uplift us from this material world. Bhava-lun hana-kovideti. That's why we are completely dependent on Vishnu, Narayana, Krishna, Vasudeva, Mukunda. That's why this word Nātha. Because we are completely dependent on this expert who can uplift us from this material world. See how beautifully, as we are flowing through each and every word in the shloka, they're all interrelated, they're all connected. At a first glance, you'll think that all these names are individual, they're all some random names. I can replace any name. For example, I can replace dayā-para with Vasudeva. Dayā-para, 4 syllables. Vasudeva, 4 syllables. So Sanskrit meter, grammar is not broken. It is still, you can still maintain the same chandas, same lagu, guru, everything, etc. same. And still say śrī-vallabheti vara-deti vasudeva. śrī-vallabheti vara-deti dayā-pareti vasudeveti. We can sing like that without breaking the meter, the chandas or tune. But there's no connection. Vasudeva is a different context and vara-da is a different context.
Prabhuji, dayati means is a female also the Prabhuji? Dayati, vara-deti.
Say it's a sandhi, right?
Sandhi. Okay.
Vara-deti means vara-da plus iti.
Okay.
The name is vara-da.
Yeah.
Iti means like this.
Okay, like this.
Like this. Iti means like this or kama. And so Kulshekara Alvar is praying to Krishna to make him the reciter of all these names, like śrī-vallabha, like vara-da, like dayā-para. So iti means like.
Okay. Got it.
Like this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. And you are saying that it is all words are related, Prabhuji.
They're all related. Yeah.
So, like, can you explain a little bit of how they are?
For example, śrī-vallabha and vara-da, right? So we have to start glorifying the Lord along with his consort. Vishnu, Narayana, Lakshmi, Narayana, or Radha, Krishna, Sita, Rama, like that. Okay, so that is śrī-vallabha. And then the second word, vara-da. Lord is the bestower of the best boons. Is the giver of best boons. How is that possible? Because he is śrī-vallabha. Because he is śrī-vallabha, because Sri Mahalakshmi is with him, he is able to give the best boons. Sri Mahalakshmi, she is the abode of wealth. She is the abode of the richness. She is the abode of auspiciousness. That's why the Lord is able to give the best of the boons. Okay? Dayā-para. Why is the Lord giving the boons to his devotees? Because the Lord is dayā-para. He is compassionate. Not only that, he is also bhakta-priya. He loves his devotees. And because he is compassionate and because he is affectionate to his devotees, he uplifts the devotees from the material world. Bhava-lun hana-kovideti. And only he can do this. That's why we are calling him as Nātha. We are completely dependent on him. He is the master. He is our Lord. In Bhagavad Gita, also Krishna says, Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivāsa Sharanam Suhrut Prabhava Pralayam Nidhanam Bijam Avyayam. Krishna says, I am the master. Okay? Bharta. Gatir Bharta. Gati means destination. I am the destination. I am the goal. I am the shelter. Gatir Bharta. Bharta is the master or Nātha. Bharta, Nātha, same. That's why earlier I mentioned, right? Some women, they call their husbands as Nātha. So where is it coming from? Krishna himself, he is telling that he is the Bharta. We are all his bharyas. Even the men are also bharyas actually. Men are also female only. Only Krishna is Purusha. Rest everyone else, we are all female. Krishna is Purusha, we are Prakriti. So Gatir Bharta, Prabhu. Prabhu is like Lord. Oh my Lord. Prabhu is, oh my Lord. You are the master, I am your servant. Gati, Bharta, Prabhu, Sakshi. Sakshi means witness. He is the witness of all our activities. Nivāsa. He is that Lord who resides in all our hearts. In the hearts of all the living entities. Nivāsa. Sharanam. He is the shelter. Suhrut. He is the best friend. Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivāsa Sharanam Suhrut. Prabhava pralayam nidhanam bijam avyayam. Prabhava pralayam nidhanam bijam avyayam. Bijam means the seed giving father. Krishna is the seed giving father. We are all his children. We are all his part and parcel. Actually, let me show this shloka to you. Chapter 9, shloka number 18. Shri Bhagavan
Bhagavan
Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivāsa Sharanam Suhrit.
Gatir Bharta
Prabhu
Prabhu
Sakshi
Nivāsa
Śrīnivās Saran Dās
Prabhava Pralayasthanam Nidhanam Bijamam Vyayam.
Prabhavat Pralayasthanam
Pranam
Nidhanam
Nidhanam
Bijam
Vyayam.
Okay. Shamala, you want to read the word for word meaning?
So Prabhuji. Gata, goal.
Oh, Gati.
Gati.
తెలుగులో అంటాం కదా మనం నా గతి
Gati.
ఇలా
Gati.
తయారైంది లేదా నా గతి ఏంటో నాకు తెలియట్లేదు.
Gati, goal. Bharta, sustainer. Prabhu, Lord. Sakshi, witness. Nivasa, abode. Saranam, refuse. Suhrat,
Suhrut.
most intimate friend. Prabhava, creation. Pralaya, dissolution. Sthanam, ground. Nidhanam, resting place. Bijam, seed. Avyayam, imperishable.
Yeah, read the translation also.
I am the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness, the abode, the refuge, and the most dear friend. I am the creation and the annihilation, the basis of everything, the resting place and the eternal seed.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't have to read the purport, but you get the point, right? So Krishna is saying that he's everything. He is the goal. He is the sustainer. That means he's the maintainer. He's the protector. He's the master. He's the witness. He's the abode, nivasa. That means he resides in every living entity, and also everything rests upon him. Just like how, when you look at a necklace, right? In the necklace, let's say it's a pearl necklace. All the pearls, they are resting on a thread. They are resting on a thread. The abode means the home, basically, the residing place or home. The home of all the pearls in a necklace is the thread. Just like that, everything in the material world rests upon Krishna. Krishna is like that invisible thread, and all the different things in the material world, the matter, the spirit, all the living entities, the trees, animals, we are all resting upon Krishna. Like we are all like pearls, and Krishna is like the thread. So that is abode. And he is the refuge, the shelter, Sharanam. And Suhrut, most dear friend, intimate friend. Intimate friend means one who we can talk about our confidential matters. Like when we are in some trouble, we cannot go and discuss with everybody, right? We will not put a WhatsApp status saying that I'm feeling so distressed today. I lost I lost $100,000. We are not going to put it on WhatsApp status. If there's a good news, we'll post it on WhatsApp. But if there's a sad news, we will not share with anybody. The only person that we can share our sorrows, our difficulties, is with Krishna. Suhrit, most intimate friend, the closest friend. Why Krishna is the closest friend? Because he is there in our hearts as Paramatma. He is the closest. Nobody is as close as Krishna. So Suhrit, most dear friend, most intimate friend. Prabhava, creation, he is the creator. Pralaya, he is the destroyer of the material world. In the form of Lord Shiva, he destroys the world whenever the pralaya happens. Sthanam, ground. Nidhanam, resting place. Bijam, seed. Avyayam, imperishable. Okay. So this Nātha is very significant. When we can have faith on Krishna only when we know his greatness. Only when we understand how everything is maintained, how everything is created and maintained by the Lord. In Vishnu Sahasranama, there is a beautiful Sloka that talks about this concept of Nātha. Dhyausa Chandrarka Nakshatra Kam Disho Bhurmaho Dadi Vasudevasya Viryena Vidrutani Mahatmanaha Sasurasura Gandharvam Sayaksho Ragarakshasam Jagatvashe Vartatedam Krishnasya Sacharacharam Indriyani Mano Buddhir Sattvam Tejo Balam Dhriti and so on. So Dhyausa Chandrarka Nakshatra Kam Disho Bhurmaho Dadi. Dhyau means two. Chandra, Arka. Chandra is, what is Chandra?
Moon.
Moon. Arka?
Sun.
Arka is sun. Yeah. And then Nakshatra. Dhyausa Chandrarka Nakshatra Kam Disho Bhurmaho Dadi. Kam means it's the ether, the space. Okay? Kam is the space. For the sound to travel, it is the ether. Ether is the means. That's why Shankam, right? When you blow conch shell during Aarti, in ISKCON temples you will see they blow conch shell. What is the name of conch shell in Sanskrit? Shankam. The sound that emanates from the Shankam travels through this element called ether, the space. That's why Shankam. So Kam Disho. Disha means the four directions. North, south, east, west. The four directions. Kam Disho Bhurmaho Dadi. That means all the layers in the Bhumandala. See, when we say Earth, we can only think of one entity, right? Like an Earth planet. Hare Krishna. But there are different layers in Earth planet. So that is Bhu. You know, in the Sloka, Vishnu Sahasranama, Bhu means the different layers of Bhu. Bhurmaho Dadi. Okay. Dhyausa Chandrarka Nakshatra Kam Disho Bhurmaho Dadi Vasudevasya Viryena Vidrutani Mahatmanaha Sasurasura Gandharvam Sayaksho Ragarakshasam. Sasurasura. Sura, Asura. Devatas and demons. Devatas and Rakshasas. Sasura, Asura.
This seems to be like Sasura in Hindi.
Sasurasura.
Yeah.
Sasurasura. It's a tongue twister. Sasurasura. Gandharvas, Kinnaras, Apsaras, Yakshas. Sasurasura Gandharvam Sayaksho Ragarakshasam. All the celestial beings, Devatas, Rakshasas, everything is maintained by Vishnu. Sasurasura Gandharvam Sayaksho Ragarakshasam Jagat Vashe. So here is the line, right? Jagat Vashe Vartatedam Krishnasya Sacharacharam. Characharam means Chara means
moving and immoving.
Moving and non-moving. Yes. Sacharacharam, moving and non-moving. Moving and non-moving, they are controlled. Jagat Vashe Vartat. Vashe. Vasha means what? Control, right? Vashikarana. Vasha. Vasha is control. They are all in the control of who? Krishnasya. Asya means of. Krishnasya means of Krishna. Jagat Vashe Vartatedam Krishnasya Sacharacharam. Both moving and non-moving, they are in the control of Krishna. Indriyani Manobuddhir Sattvam Tejo Balam Dhritihi. Indriyani, all the senses. Mano, mind. Buddhi, intelligence. Sattvam, the strength. Tejo, Sattvam Tejo. Teja means what?
Tejas antaru kada Prabhu, adena.
Entadi?
Tejas ga unnaru.
Tejasu, but what's the actual word? Sattvam Tejo Balam Dhritihi. Anyways, all these qualities, like strength, power, all these qualities, they're all controlled by Krishna. Our senses are controlled by Krishna. Our mind, intelligence, our memory, our forgetfulness, everything comes from Krishna. So in this one shloka, one beautiful shloka from Vishnu Sahasranama, it is mentioned, everything is controlled by Krishna. That means we are completely dependent on Krishna. He is our Nātha. Dhyasa Chandrarka Nakshatra Kam Disho Bhurmahodadi Vasudevasya Viryena Vidhrutani Mahatmanaha Sasurasura Gandharvam Sayaksho Ragarakshasam Jagat-vashe Vartatedam Krishnasya Sacharacharam Indriyani Manobuddhir Sattvam Tejo Balam Dhritihi. So when we sing in a proper tune, then we know it is Vishnu Sahasranama. Otherwise, you'll think it's some Bhagavad Gita shloka.
Prabhuji, a quick question.
Yeah.
ఏంటంటే మీరు అంటున్నారు కదా కి ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈస్ బీన్ లైక్ ద కంట్రోల్ బై కృష్ణ సో ఈవెన్ దో సమ్ టైమ్స్ వీ డజంట్ ఫీల్ లైక్ డూయింగ్ దిస్ బట్ సమ్ టైమ్స్ ఇట్ హ్యాపెన్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ద కర్మ ఇట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ we doesn't feel like doing from inside, like some thoughts will come. It's because of the karma only, Prabhuji. We always say we don't want to think all this kind of stuff.
No, it's not karma. It's a misuse of our free will.
Okay.
So we think we are the doer, we think we are the controller, we are the maintainer, we are the enjoyer. It's our ego, false ego, and the misuse of our free will. That's the reason.
Prabhuji, one day you mentioned about this, that one saint, he told that if he gets such thoughts, he will spit on it, like that, right, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
But how do we, like, if we are knowing that, okay, some bad thoughts are coming, so how do we get out of that, Prabhuji?
Yeah, Prabhuji, this is very...
So, the practical solution to that is shloka.
Okay.
Okay? See, when there is a bad thought, it's a shoka, right? So the technique to overcome shoka is shloka.
Okay.
So you memorize For example, śrī-vallabheti, vara-deti, dayā-pareti. So whenever a bad thought comes to your mind, you immediately recite this shloka.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah, this is the only
Any shloka, Prabhuji. Any shloka.
Any shloka. Yeah.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, please tell a simple one. Because
Hare Krishna Mahaman.
Simple one?
Yeah, that is fine.
Śrī Krsna Sharanam Mama. Śrī Krsna Sharanam Mama. Śrī Krsna Sharanam Mama. That's the simplest. Or you can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Yeah.
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. But the problem is, if you recite a simple mantra, simple like Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, then the mind knows, right? The mind has heard, the mind has recited this shloka several thousands of times.
Yes.
So the mind will navigate out of this mantra and again will focus on that bad thought. But if you use your intelligence and mind to focus on, if you're trying to remember the shloka, right? See,
learn something new. So
Correct, Prabhuji. Correct,
Rukmini
Prabhuji.
prayer we learned 1 month ago. Now, if you are trying to remember that, the intelligence has to work, the mind has to put some effort.
Very true.
So the mind is focused in remembering Rukmini prayer shloka. Mind will not think about the bad thought.
Correct.
Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the mind does not have to put any effort.
Yeah.
So mind will instead
In two different channels, mouth will be telling one thing and mind will be thinking something.
yeah. That's why if you want to engage your intelligence, your mind, your senses, everything, the best technique is shloka.
Prabhuji, have you shared, like when you shared so many shlokas, there's something, please highlight which one is like this we can regularly chant or we can.
Your voice is little breaking. I did not understand properly. What do you want me to share?
Some one or two shlokas like this which we can memorize and chant on. Yeah, you can tell me right now also because I'll search on the group.
So these two shlokas from Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, the first and second shloka.
Okay.
You can practice memorizing this. Or there is one shloka that we discussed yesterday, right? From Nartana movie. He Gopalaka, he Kripa Jalanide, he Sindhu Kanyapate, he Kamsantaka, he Gajendra Karuna, Parina, he Madhava. So it doesn't come in 1 day or 2 days or 1 week. It takes some time to practice memorizing this shloka and imprinting in your brain cells. It takes some time. So you start picking one shloka that's favorite to you and then start memorizing it.
Prabhuji, your voice is so melodious when you do this chanting in this group. It actually feels like all the stresses have gone away. You are blessed, Prabhuji. I wanted to tell you from so many days, but I love that you are singing and we are listening to that. That's a good kind of.
Every time we sing after you, we feel how you are bearing with us.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
So
Yeah. So if you heard me 10 years ago, I was like most of you.
We are also so blessed, Prabhuji, that
brought you here. Sorry, Mataji, I just
no problem. You can continue, please.
No, I was just asking Prabhuji, did like as you are growing in spiritual life, so that's how your voice is becoming so melodious?
Yeah. So it comes with practice. You take it seriously and then practice. You will also become, you will also become like me after a few days, and everybody will say, your parents will say, oh, your voice you sound so melodious.
My
You are
kids
like a
are
poet.
going to appreciate if I sound so nice.
Yeah, Shamala, you are saying something?
Yeah, I'm saying that we are also so blessed that we got a Prabhuji like you, that melodious voice and the great teachings with Lord Krishna's blessings. We feel so happy, Prabhuji.
Yeah, I'm so happy. We have a group of like-minded people like this who are meeting every day, discussing Krishna Katha. See, in the olden days, uh, our grandparents' time, right? About 100 years ago, their daily routine was they used to finish their dinner by 6 o'clock. By that, by the time the sun sets, they would finish their dinner, and then they would go to temples to hear Harikatha. For 1.5 hours, they would hear Harikatha, some story of Krishna, Rama, and then they'll go home, sleep happily, peacefully. So that's what we are doing. Even though we are not in the temple, but we are in this online virtual, Zoom temple, uh, Vishnu temple. Vishnu is all pervading. So we are in this temple of Vishnu, meeting every day like this, discussing Krishna Katha. So I'm so fortunate to have association of all of you.
And I want to add one point, Prabhuji, the way you explain the shloka, it imprints in our brain. It's I feel like reading the shloka again and again.
Yeah, my goal is, after discussing this shloka, even if we take a little bit more time. See, initially my goal was to discuss one shloka per day. Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, 53 shlokas, 53 sessions. But we ended up doing like one line per day. That's fine. Even if it takes more time, my goal is everybody should understand each and every word thoroughly. Everyone should understand thoroughly. So that we
Prabhuji,
can
what's
see.
Yes,
Sorry.
Prabhuji. Plus the extra things you tell, right, Prabhuji? Like when we go to temple, like Mama Dehi Karavalambam, that's like that only comes, Prabhuji. So whatever you tell here and there, though we don't remember everything,
Yeah.
we can use like it's coming up in mind, Prabhuji, for some advices. Like it's very helpful, and some stories are really in the mind during the day. Also, it is coming up. So
Yeah.
really helpful for me.
Yeah. That's
Yes,
the goal.
Prabhuji. Yesterday, when Rukmini Kalyana Lekha started, when I went to Sai Baba temple, there Panduranga Vithala and Rukmini Devi was there. So when I saw Rukmini Devi, I was so like blushing and so much happy feeling that how come this all synced? And I'm so happy. I feel like to recite and recited for some time. I felt so happy.
Oh, you recited Rukmini prayers there?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. So this should be our meditation. Understand each and every word of these shlokas and then just meditate on those. So,
Prabhuji, I want to ask one thing about Vishnu Sahasranam, which you said.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, Prabhuji, I have read once that booklet, but it has all in Sanskrit only. Like we have Bhagavad Gita with meaning. Do we have Sahasranam also like that in meanings?
Yes, yes. I have a PDF file that has
Can you please share?
Vishnu Sahasranama shlokas and the meaning in English. I have that.
Can you share that,
Yeah,
Prabhuji?
I'll share it with you.
Because I read few times, but I've never understood any word because I'm very poor in Sanskrit
Yes,
and
yes. I can
so
I can share that. Yeah.
with meaning
Please
it
share it
becomes
on the
better.
group.
Yeah, I'll share it in the group. Yeah.
And you quoted Shiva as the destroyer. This question comes so many times in on the groups and classes, like when we discuss about Krishna and Shiva. So as we now understand that Shiva is a demigod and one form of like Krishna. But we understand him as the one who is the highest in meditation, like he meditates on Krishna himself. So we and when we see his picture, we feel that it is also very peaceful, meditative kind of his. Mostly, every time his eyes are closed and he's on meditation. Most of the times where I have seen his pictures. So I'm like when we say as a destroyer, we have known that before that yes, Vishnu is a creator, Shiva is a destroyer.
Yeah.
But now I am not able to connect the two things as he is a meditative and then he is the destroyer. So that's
Yeah.
unsettled.
We can take it offline. We can discuss as a separate topic. Because that topic itself is a big one, so we can discuss when time permits.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, so yeah, so we discussed a lot about this one word, Nātha. How we should take complete shelter of Krishna. We should be completely dependent on Krishna. Krishna tells this in Bhagavad Gita in several places. We just read one shloka from 9th chapter 9, shloka number 18. Like that, there are many places in Bhagavad Gita where Krishna tells this.
One quick thing, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
In the Bhagavad Gita, I think in the initial pages only, like 15th page or somewhere, I saw a picture like actual Krishna means what our five senses and what we are exactly, and how to surrender to Krishna. That picture that like Jagannatha Radayatra Mataji was explaining what exactly is that picture. So I remember our class, like how to surrender to Krishna and how he uplifts us. How to, that picture is so good, Prabhuji.
So you're talking about the chariot of life, right?
Yes.
That the
Yes.
chariot, Krishna is the chariot driver.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Our senses, the 5 horses representing our 5 senses.
5 senses. Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
So everything, that's a good reminder, right? So there, everything is controlled by Krishna. Krishna represents the intelligence. He controls everything. He controls our mind, that are the ropes, our mind. He controls our senses. The 5 horses are our senses. He controls Arjuna, who is the passenger, sitting, he's the soul, and the chariot itself, the body. Because what happens is in Kurukshetra war, at a later stage, towards the end, as soon as Krishna steps out of the chariot is completely burnt. And Arjuna is shocked to see what happened. And then Krishna tells Arjuna, I have been protecting this chariot all this while. Because I was standing on the chariot, it was protected, it was maintained. The moment Krishna steps out of the chariot, it's completely burnt. So that shows Krishna is the protector. He's the master. He's the maintainer and the protector. So this word Nātha, very good. That's a good point you brought up.
Prabhuji, I remember 3 more Nāthas. Gopinath.
Gopinath. Yeah.
And for Shiva, we have Vishwanath, Somanath.
Yeah. Yeah. Vishwanath, Somanath, Gopinath. Yeah, so many Naths. Radhanath. Manjunath. Yeah.
Correct.
Manjunath. Yeah.
For Rama, do we call it Sita Nath, Prabhuji, anywhere?
Sita Nath, yeah, we can call. I am not able to recollect where this reference comes. Sita Nath. Yeah, we
But
can call
Ramanath, I know some person I know Ramanath. So
Ramanath. Yeah.
In general, called Sitapati.
Sitapati. We call Sitapati. Telugu people call Sitapati. Sitapati, Chalo Tirupati.
Yeah.
There was an old movie.
Yeah.
So when we say Sitapati, that means the master of Sita, the husband of Sita. When we just say Ramnath, you said, right? Ramnath. That
yes,
means he is that master who has the name as Rama.
correct.
Yeah. He's, or we can also say that he is my master who is Ramachandra.
And I think Raghunath is even more famous, right? Raghunath.
Yes, Raghunath is famous. Charitam Raghunathasya. In Ramayana, there is a shloka. Charitam Raghunathasya.
Yes.
Yeah, the story of Raghunatha. Charitam Raghunathasya means the story of Raghunatha.
Ramaraksha Stotramlo kuda untundi Raghunathasya.
In Ramaraksha Stotra also this shloka comes. Charitam Raghunathasya. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So from one shloka, our speed has reduced to one line. From one line, our speed has reduced to one word.
Still one letter, Prabhuji.
One letter, maybe tomorrow one letter. Yeah, today we just discussed only one word, Nātha. Yesterday,
This is two-syllable word, Nātha.
only 2 syllables, Nātha. Maybe tomorrow only one letter. Yeah, we can spend one whole day. I mean, we did, right? I think last week there are only few participants. We spent whole time discussing about Shri Mahalakshmi. Shri, only Shri, one word, one letter. So we did that also. So Shrinoti, Shrayavati. Remember all the 6 aspects of Shri Mahalakshmi we discussed from Shri Vaishnava book. Yeah. Yeah, this is beautiful. I'm definitely relishing Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra like never before. I used to relish it a lot, but now when I'm discussing with all of you systematically, word by word like this, I'm relishing it even more better than ever.
It's like feast. We have to distribute and with our relatives, and
Yeah,
that is even better. Yeah.
yes. When you go to India, you talk about Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. You discuss, few points from this discussion.
Yes.
Yeah, for example, you talk to your mother, when you go to India, you talk to your mother or other ladies, you talk about Sri Mahalakshmi, how all the 6 aspects that we discussed about Sri Mahalakshmi, how she represents this divinely mother nature. You can talk about this.
Yeah, in this point, I just remember Prabhuji, day before yesterday, I was talking something about Krishna with my mother, and she started explaining about Rukmini Kalyanaleka. And I was just so happy that I told, we finished that Rukmini Kalyanaleka, Amma, and now we are going to Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. We are reciting, I said, and she was so happy.
Very good. Because when you all came to America, parents did not expect that,
Yes,
my daughter is going to learn Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra in America.
Yes,
They
probably.
never expected, right?
Right now, my mother is telling same thing. She's beside me only. She's telling all ladies in India are treating like a Mahalakshmis. Daughters are always like Mahalakshmis. Why means she's telling why all ladies are treated like Mahalakshmis, because so many qualities she's telling about Mahalakshmi. That's why I'm so happy with my mother and I'm listening all these things.
Yeah, you can tell on that topic that your mother said, right? You can tell one line of the shloka. Vatsalyadi gunam bhagavati vande jagan-mataram. You remember this shloka?
No, Prabhuji.
This is
From
from?
which?
Suprabhatam, Prabhuji.
Yeah, from Suprabhatam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If I sing in the proper tune, maybe you'll recognize. How does it go?
Vatsalyadi gunojvalam
Bhagavati Vande Jagan-mataram. Yeah, like that. You have to sing like MS Subbalakshmi, then you will understand. Vatsalyadi Gunam Bhagavati Vande Jagan-mataram. Something like that. So Vatsalyadi Gunam. That means all ladies, they have this Vatsalya Gunam. Just like how Sri Mahalakshmi has a Vatsalya Gunam, all the ladies, they have this Vatsalya Gunam. That's why ladies are compared to Sri Mahalakshmi.
And she's telling coming Shravana Masam, so get ready for all the pujas. Varalakshmi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll say one last thing and then we'll end that. So now I don't even have to ask each one of you, are you liking these classes? Are you relishing? By now, I know very well that how much we are all relishing. But one request that I have to all of you is, just like how Sri Vidya said, right? When we like something, it's like a sweet, we have to distribute to our relatives, right? So the request that I have to all of you is, you are all part of some WhatsApp groups, your family back in India or your family in US, your apartment community, or some, some ladies group or some, Shiva, maybe you are part of some sports group if you are playing sports with your friends, something. So you can post a message about this class and encourage them to join this so that they are also benefited. So try to do that. Yeah. I'll share the message, what you can share with your friends and on family, so that you can just forward that message to everybody. Yeah.
Even from India, I think if someone is like,
yeah, even from India they can join. Yeah. Let's say your sister is there, your brother is there in India. They can join from India.
Especially parents, they'll be at home at 9 o'clock in the morning, so they can join.
Yeah.
Only one problem, Prabhuji. India, they wanted to join, but the language problem.
Yeah, I mean, parents, they can understand English, but like your sister, your brother is there, somebody who can understand English. Yeah, you can tell them.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so it's 10:13. We can end the call here. Thank you everyone for joining. Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra ki jai. Kalwar ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.